Hey guys, how's everybody doing? This is a quick look at radiant matting that we do from DEI. Now we buy these in big rolls and then we cut them to shape. So you can either have 40 by 40, which is what this matting is, or 20 by 80. And then if you want, you can order multiple units if you like. So if you order, for example, 240 by 40s, we'll send it as one piece and it'll be 40 by 80. The 20 by 80 pieces, if you order more than one, then you'll get a 40 by 80 piece. You know, we're not going to cut them up individually. We'll send it as one piece. It'll just be twice the size of the single unit. So this is what it is. It's an aluminium backed fiberglass heat insulating fiberglass. So we're using fiberglass basically because it's strong, extremely strong, it's flexible, and it's heat resistant. You know, it's got the three main properties that we need for a flexible heat shield. And then we have the aluminium on it then. Aluminium, which is an excellent reflector of heat on its own. So, you know, combining the two things, the reflective properties, the conductive properties of aluminium combined with the fiberglass just makes for a very, very, very effective heat shield. You know, the aluminium conducts the heat away from the one spot across the whole of its surface area, so it keeps whatever is underneath it nice and cool. So what are you going to use this for? Well, if you've got piping, is probably the most obvious thing. If you've got piping that's running extremely close to the exhaust manifold, then using this with some metal tie wraps, for example these, this will keep whatever is inside it much colder than what it would be if it was just exposed to the exhaust heat. So like intercooler piping, also downpipes you can use for this. You can cover anything you want. But for things that are super close to the exhaust manifold, this is better. We have other products which are aluminium, but it has an adhesive underneath the aluminium. But the limit on that heat shielding is the sticky material underneath the aluminium. So for extreme uses, this is definitely the way to go. Like I said, you can use this on intercooler piping, intake piping if you want. If the intake piping is going close to the turbo TFSI engines, for example, the intake goes over the top of the turbo. If for some reason you haven't got the factory heat shielding anymore, then you can use this to insulate the intake piping. You can also, if you're in a bind, if you want something that's quick and easy, you can use this on exhaust manifolds. You can use it on turbos as is. So you can imagine it's one sheet. You're going to be able to fit this much faster, much more easily than the exhaust wrap. I'm not going to pretend that this is going to look anywhere near as good as a nicely wrapped exhaust header with the titanium exhaust wrap, for example, or the turbo blanket. Well, actually, you can make this look quite nice, but generally speaking, you'd be wanting to wrap the exhaust. Wrap the turbo first and then put this on top for extra insulation. But if you're in a bind, like I said, if you just want something fast and cheap, then you can use this. What happens over time is that the aluminium can start to flake off the blanket, and the blanket becomes hard and brittle over time because of the exhaust heat. I don't specifically recommend it for directly mounting on exhaust manifolds, but you can do it. And it does a fantastic job. Personally, I put a blanket on my exhaust manifold. It was already on the car. I just wanted something, like I said, fast, cheap, and that kept the temperatures down. And this does the job. You're going to need more than this, probably 2 sheets of this to completely wrap around the exhaust manifold, and that will keep the engine bay much cooler. So this is what the material is. Like I said, you can use it for anything, but it's best suited for the extreme heat. So specifically downpipes, it's good on downpipes. They're going to be a bit cold in the exhaust manifold. So if you just want to if the exhaust manifold, for example, is running close to the body, if the exhaust is running close to the oil pan, for example, you can wrap the exhaust with this, and it'll do a fantastic job. You can probably wrap it either with the exhaust inside or outside. In a perfect situation, I suppose you'd put it on the inside, put the tube here on this side, but you can also obviously wrap it the other side. It's not going to be so good, but it's going to look a bit nicer, and it's probably going to be a bit more resistant to the elements because of the aluminium. You know, it's not going to soak up moisture so easily from the outside puddles and etc. So that's it. This is it. It's you know, very good. It's quite thick, very good insulating material. Like I said, the only thing you're going to need to is some fasteners. But this is a very good product. It's one of the most popular products that they do. Like I said, it's for the amount insulation properties that you get, and for the quality of the product. It's I believe it's very good, a very good value product for the car. It's very safe also. As with all DEI products, they won't catch fire. I can't speak about other cheaper stuff out there, but the DEI will not catch fire, which obviously is very important in the engine bay. So this is the product, the DEI insulating blanket. Thanks for watching, guys.